Welcome to Live Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I am Karen. Today we're looking at part 2 of Adam Levine, Living the Good Life and Paying It Forward.
Speaking of him and forming a band when he was in high school, when I was in high school, I really wanted to form a band.
Did you really? I didn't know that you were into like music.
Well, I mean, I really liked music, but I really thought that if you're in a band, then you could have lots of girlfriends.
Because usually girls are attracted to musicians, right? And it looks really cool. Well, why didn't you start your own band?
Because I tried to get my friends together and I wanted to be the singer.
Okay.
Right? But they said, I mean, I think my voice is pretty good, but for some reason they said, like, I don't think you're a really good singer.
Aw,
Yeah,
really? So they didn't really encourage you, right? Well, I'm your friend, so I'm going to encourage you. I'm sure you're a really good singer. Can you maybe just sing something for us? I've never heard you sing. I'm sure you're really talented. You know, and music is inside of all of us.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
And I will always love you. Not bad, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right? So, but for some reason, so they didn't like my singing, so I tried to learn the piano, and I thought I was good, but they didn't think I was good, and they started a band and got all the girls, and
Okay, well, I take that back. I guess music is not really inside of all of us. You know, everyone's got different dreams and talent. I guess you have a talent in teaching. That's your calling, okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm glad you didn't start your band.
Let's talk about Adam Levine.
All right, but you're a really good teacher, though. I mean, you're so kind and nice, but just not a good singer.
From there, Levine's career continued to grow and branch out. Over the next decade, Maroon 5 released 3 additional albums, won 24 awards, including 3 Grammys, and scored a huge hit with their 2012 single, Moves Like Jagger. Levine has also tried his hand at acting in television and film, been a coach on The Voice since 2011, and started his own record label. On the personal front, the singer married model Bahati Prinsloo in 2014, and the pair have 2 children together. Levine has also learned how to manage his ADHD, which was diagnosed while he was in his teens and continued into adulthood. Levine notes that in the past, he couldn't always focus and complete everything he had to.
I'd have 30 ideas in my head, but I couldn't document any of them.
He said, now he relies on a combination of therapy, medicine, and yoga to remain calm and focused.
All right, we are looking at Adam Levine, Living the Good Life and Paying It Forward. Part 2.
That's right. So we know that he's living the good life. He's very famous right now. He's a really great musician, right?
Yeah, if you say somebody's living the good life, that usually means that they have a good career, they have basically all the things they should have, they have.
That's
good family,
right.
good career, they're happy.
Exactly.
Got money.
And now we're talking about how he's paying it forward. Like what kind of good things that he's doing for the society.
Right.
Okay, well, let's begin. From there, Levine's career continued to grow and branch out. Okay.
Branch out, like a branch is
Like the tree.
on a tree, right? So if you say something is branching out, that means it's kind of like spreading.
Like growing in all different directions,
Right.
Just like his career. Over the next decade, Maroon 5 released 3 additional albums, won 24 awards, including 3 Grammys, and scored a huge hit with their 2012 single, Moves Like Jagger.
Moves Like Jagger.
That's right. Wow, a lot of information there, right?
Yeah, that's like the first hit that I really remember, Moves Like Jagger.
Yes, because they have so many great hits.
So many hits. So we have this word decade, which is a noun. A decade just means 10 years.
That's right.
Right? So actually,
Very simple.
I've been in Taiwan for a decade.
Wow, that's a really, really long time, and you're loving it so far, right?
I am, or we could say here, our example sentence, Roberto spent a decade living in England.
Oh, so that means that he spent 10 years living in England, right?
Right, you are so smart. You catch on fast.
I do.
Okay, let's continue reading.
All right.
Levine has also tried his hand at acting in television and film, been a coach on The Voice since 2011, and started his own record label.
So wait. So when you said tried his hand in acting, right? So
Right.
what does that mean by trying his hand at acting?
If you try your hand at something, that means that you just give it a try. You see how it will work out if you do that. So basically, you think you have some kind of a talent for something, or you could do something. You say, I'm going to try my hand at this thing.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
he tried his hand at acting.
Wow, he is so talented, right?
Right.
And he's also been a coach on The Voice. That's what we're talking about, the
Right.
singing show.
Did you ever watch that show?
Yes.
That's how I really got to know him, I think, because watching him on the show, you really got to see his personality.
That's right.
He's a nice guy.
And coach is actually our next vocabulary word, and that is a noun. So basically, a coach is like a teacher or instructor for athletes, like people who do sports, or performers, people who perform. So we don't usually call them teachers, we call them coaches.
Right, like in Chinese, you'll say teacher, right? A lot of times, but we'll say coach.
That's right, especially for athletes and performers. So in our example sentence, it says Charlotte has recently started working with a voice coach. So a voice coach is someone maybe that teaches you maybe how to sing, how to talk properly,
Maybe
how to project your voice.
Maybe I need a voice coach for my singing. I mean, I don't think I do, but maybe other people would like my singing more if I had a voice coach.
You are definitely right.
All right, let's continue reading.
Okay.
Let's not talk about my singing. On the personal front, the singer married model Bahate Prinsloo in 2014, and the pair have 2 children together.
Wow, he's got a wonderful life, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful wife, wonderful children.
She's a model.
Exactly, and he's living his dream, right?
Levine has also learned how to manage his ADHD, which was diagnosed while he was in his teens and continued into adulthood.
I didn't know that he has ADHD. And ADHD means, what does that mean? Attention deficit hyperactivity
Wait, what are we talking about?
disorder.
What did you say?
Do you have ADHD?
Oh, wait, huh? Were we talking about
Like
ADHD?
not being able to, it's really difficult for people with ADHD to pay attention.
It's not something to joke about.
To focus, exactly. It's not something to joke
Because
about.
it's a real problem that lots of people have.
Exactly. Okay, so let's continue. Levine notes that in the past, he couldn't always focus and complete everything he had to.
So that's when you have ADHD. That's one of the problems, is that you have problems focusing on one task that's in front of you. Your mind might be thinking about lots of different things.
Exactly, and it's very, very difficult to focus and complete anything.
Right.
I'd have 30 ideas in my head, but I couldn't document any of them, he said. Now he relies on a combination of therapy, medicine, and yoga to remain calm and focused. Okay, I think that's a really, really important thing to have, not just like when you have ADHD. Right. Sometimes when you are working, when you're a student, you feel really stressed or under a lot of pressure. You always try to find different ways to calm yourself. And I think those are great ways. Therapy, medicine, and yoga, and I think doing, meditation as well.
Right, so I think yoga and meditation kind of go hand in hand, right?
You're right.
When you do yoga, you a lot of times do meditation too. Have you ever done either yoga or meditation before?
Yes, I have, and it really helps.
Yeah, I've done it too, and I think it's very popular in the West to do yoga and meditation.
And I think it really helps us mentally to calm down and not feel so stressed,
Sometimes
right?
you need to just take a break from all the stress and all the learning. And speaking of breaks, why don't we take a break?
Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
大家好，我是 Tina。魔力红的首张专辑在2002年发行，卖出1000万张。从那时候起Adam Levine 的事业持续成长茁壮。接下来的10年，魔力红又发行了3张专辑，获得了许多奖项。 Adam Levine 还曾经尝试演出电视跟电影，担任美国好声音的导师，并创立自己的唱片公司。文中用到 branch out， 指的是扩大范围、拓展新的领域。在这之后呢，可以接 into 加名词，或者是加动词 ing， 表示将业务拓展到哪一个地方。而单字 decade 是一个名词，指的是10年。Coach 也是一个名词，指的是辅导老师、教练，像 voice coach 指的是语音教练。Karen 老师提到 voice coach 可能会教你如何发声洪亮。Project one's voice 表示发声洪亮，指大声清楚的说话或者是唱歌。课文接着提到 Adam Levine 在他10几岁时被诊断出过动症 ADHD， 并一直持续到成年。他学会如何掌控这个疾病，依靠心理治疗、药物和瑜伽的结合来保持沉着跟专注。文中的 diagnose 指的是一个动词，诊断、确诊。Therapy 是一个名词，指的是非药物或者是手术的治疗、心理疗法。Yoga 指的是瑜伽，一个名词。老师们说的 meditation meditation 指的是一个名词，冥想、沉思。这边3个重点，接着我们进入文法时间。
好，那我们来看第一个重点是用 WH 疑问词加不定词的用法。WH 疑问词后面可以接不定词 to be 来形成名词片语，这时候它就相当于 WH 疑问词加上主词加助动词再加动词。举例来说 I don't know what to say 就相当于 I don't know what I should say 我不知道该说什么。那其中的 what to say 它是名词片语，那么 what I should say 则是名词子句，这2个都在句中用来当做 know 的受词。好，第2个重点是 rely on 加名词可以表达依靠、依赖，像是 many people rely on Facebook to keep in touch with their friends 许多人靠 Facebook 跟朋友保持联系。那第3个重点是 remain 它当连缀动词表示保持、维持，后面可以接名词或形容词。举例来说 It's important to remain calm during an earthquake 地震来袭时保持冷静是很重要的。接回课文中。
Inspired by his personal struggles, Levine is paying it forward by raising awareness of adult ADHD. He also supports over a dozen charities, including Shriners Hospitals for Children and the National Kidney Foundation. For the accomplished musician, this work may be his greatest achievement of all.
Welcome back, everyone.
All right, we're also talking about Adam Levine and his struggles with ADHD.
That's right.
Okay, so let's find out more about this. That's very interesting. Inspired by his personal struggles, Levine is paying it forward by raising awareness of adult ADHD.
Okay. So our first vocabulary word here is to inspire. Inspire is a verb. So inspire basically just make people want to do something, usually like something good.
Right.
So inspired by his personal struggle, like because of the ADHD problems that he had, it inspired him, it made him want to do something great. Okay, so for example, the famous director inspired many people to make movies. So maybe this director made a really, really good movie and people watched it. It's like, oh my goodness, what a wonderful director. I want to make movies too.
Right, so he's inspired. He was inspired because he has his own problems. He thinks, you know what, I want to help people because this is a very difficult problem. If I can help other people like I've been helped, then that would be great. Right?
That's right. So he was raising awareness, especially an adult ADHD. So have you ever met anybody with this condition?
Yeah, because normally when we think of ADHD, it's something that you find out that you have when you're quite young.
That's
because
right.
You're in school and you have trouble concentrating in class. And in fact, my best friend, like when we were in high school, was diagnosed with ADHD.
So it must have been really, really difficult for him to concentrate
Right. He had a lot of trouble studying. He also had a lot of trouble like making friends because, yeah, he just had trouble concentrating and socializing. It causes a lot of different issues because a lot of times you're in your head and it's really hard to just focus on what's in front of you.
So what happened afterwards? Was he on medication?
Actually, yeah, he got medication for it. And after that, really, he became like a different person. And he was really actually ended up being very, very successful in school and in his career.
I see. Okay, so it's good that he was raising awareness.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue reading. He also supports over a dozen charities, including Shriners Hospitals for Children and the National Kidney Foundation.
Wow, so it seems like he's done a lot of great things, not just for people with ADHD, but with different issues or different problems in our world too.
Right, because you can imagine like the Shriners Hospital, these are sick kids and people who have kidney disease, you know, so the National Kidney Foundation, he's helping lots of people who have different kinds of illnesses or different kinds of problems.
That's right. Okay, let's continue. For the accomplished musician, this work may be his greatest achievement of all. Aww, that's really, really nice to hear. An accomplished, and right here is our next vocabulary word, and we're using it as an adjective. Okay. So accomplished, when you're using it as an adjective, that means to reach a goal, to succeed in doing something.
Okay, for example, what could you say as a sentence?
Okay, for example, Naomi is an accomplished writer who has won many awards.
Ah, you're an accomplished teacher.
Oh, you are as well.
I haven't won any awards yet. Does somebody here want to give me an award? I'd appreciate that.
We should get awards.
Well, first I have to do something. need some kind of an achievement, right? And able to get some kind of an award. So an achievement means really to accomplish something or to do something that is quite difficult, right? Something that's not easy to do.
That's right.
So for example, you could say climbing the world's tallest mountain is quite an achievement.
Of course, I would definitely say so too, because it's not an easy task to do, but you set this goal for yourself and then you accomplish it. So that's your achievement, right?
Right, you can't say I woke up this morning, that was a great achievement.
Could it be an achievement for somebody?
So somebody maybe has trouble waking up on time, they can say they accomplished their goal, which was to wake up on time, but you can't say, I have this great achievement today. What? I woke up on time.
That's true. Okay, but we do have a what do you think question, right?
Right. Okay,
so here's a question for you. Since I already know quite a lot about, Adam Levine and also Maroon 5. Okay, so what do you like about Maroon 5's music? If you've never heard Maroon 5's music before, are you interested in listening to the band's music? Why or why not?
Well, I'll tell you what, I have heard of Maroon 5 and I have heard their music, but to be honest, I'm not a really big fan of Maroon 5. Not because I don't like the music, but just maybe I didn't really have a chance to listen to it. But now, after learning more about Adam Levine and Maroon 5, I really want to go out and start listening to their albums.
Oh, that's great.
And hearing your amazing humming. And I want to see what it sounds like when it's good and not like that.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I will show you a lot of their great hits, okay?
Okay, so why don't we go and do that? And that's
we'll
all
see
the
you guys
time
next
we have
time.
for today. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shane 老师刚刚也聊到他的一个朋友被诊断出过动症 ADHD， 这位朋友在专注和交际方面都有障碍，后来接受药物治疗，情况就好很多了。老师用到 socialize，socialize， 这是一个动词，表示社交、交际。medication，medication， 这是一个名词，表示药物或者是药剂。课文最后提到Adam Levine 受到个人奋斗的启发，他借由让大众了解成人过动症的方式，把爱传出去。他也有支持超过10几个慈善团体。对于这位成就辉煌的音乐人来说，这项工作成果或许是他最伟大的成就。这边有3个单字 ，inspire 是一个动词，激发想法、赋予灵感或者是激励。 Accomplished 是一个形容词，造诣高的、熟练的、有才艺的。Achievement 是一个名词，表示成就、功绩，这是可数名词哦。那如果是不可数的话，它指的是完成或者是实现。好啦，以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开哦，马上回来哟。
From there, Levine's career continued to grow and branch out. Over the next decade, Maroon 5 released 3 additional albums, won 24 awards, including 3 Grammys, and scored a huge hit with their 2012 single, Moves Like Jagger. Levine has also tried his hand at acting in television and film, been a coach on The Voice since 2011, and started his own record label. On the personal front, the singer married model Bahati Prinsloo in 2014, and the pair have 2 children together. Levine has also learned how to manage his ADHD, which was diagnosed while he was in his teens and continued into adulthood. Levine notes that in the past, he couldn't always focus and complete everything he had to.
I'd have 30 ideas in my head, but I couldn't document any of them.
He said, now he relies on a combination of therapy, medicine, and yoga to remain calm and focused. Inspired by his personal struggles, Levine is paying it forward by raising awareness of adult ADHD. He also supports over a dozen charities, including Shriners Hospitals for Children and the National Kidney Foundation. For the accomplished musician, this work may be his greatest achievement of all.
Hello, I'm Matt.
I'm Stephen.
Today we're playing Guess the Bear. We each have 3 cards with words on them, and we have example sentences where the vocabulary words are replaced with the word bear. We'll each have 1 minute to see if we can correctly
Stop trying to add time. 1
see if we
minute.
can correctly guess all 3 words or phrases.
Do you want to guess first? You guess first.
Okay,
You ready?
I'll guess first. I'm ready.
Hit the timer. All right, this is a verb. Number 1, the artist's work bared her to paint. Number 2, his drama teacher bared him to become an actor.
Inspire.
Good job. This is an adjective. Number 1, she is a highly bare scientist in her field. Number 2, John is a very bare musician.
Respected. Celebrated. Accomplished.
Oh, good job. You got it. Okay, and this is a noun, all right? Number 1, the 1990s were a prosperous bear. Number 2, I haven't seen him in almost a bear.
Century.
Oh, century, seriously?
Decade.
There you go. Okay. 10 years.
Sorry, you're right.
Century. I haven't seen him in nearly a century.
Decade.
Are you a vampire?
Also, yeah, the 90s were not.
Yeah, 90s is
were
not a
a
century. It's a
That's right.
decade. Yeah, but you had
Okay.
pretty easy ones. I really hope mine are just as easy.
We'll
Otherwise, I'm going to be
see.
so mad at the producers.
Okay. Well, we'll see how you do.
We'll see.
All right, we have 1 minute on the clock.
All right, I'm
ready?
ready.
Let's go. Okay, first one is a noun.
Okay.
The film is the director's greatest bear. She did it all on her own, and that's a big bear.
Feet. Deal. That's a big.
The film is the director's greatest bear.
Ugh. Work. Is the director's greatest. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Next one.
Okay, next one is a phrase, 2 words. Don't bear him, he's always late. You can always bear me to help you out.
Count on.
Similar?
Oh my God! It's not count on. Don't. I don't know. Next one.
Okay, next one is a noun,
Gosh.
1 word. Our team is getting a new bear this season. He is the bear of the basketball team.
Star. Oh my God.
Our team is getting a new bear this season.
Player.
Someone else?
Member.
A different person?
Teammate.
Oh
My God! I didn't get any of them.
Okay, that's
All right.
Okay, so this one we were just on is our team is getting a new coach this season. So the word is coach. He is the coach of the basketball team.
Okay, that makes
Okay,
sense.
the first one we had, the film, so the word is achievement.
Ugh.
The film is the director's greatest achievement. She did it all on her own, and that's a big achievement.
Ugh.
And lastly, we have rely on. So you said count on almost. Don't rely on him. He's always late. You can always rely on me to help you out.
Yeah, I don't think my brain is working.
I think they all have words that are similar.
Yeah, I mean, my name's too, right?
See you next time.